you know what I mean? I just feel like it's about respect. Anywhere you go, I'm gonna come with respect. Ambition.
So, you know what I mean? I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm gonna tell you like I love you, and I don't even know you. But on hood, if I don't love you, I'm gonna tell you whatever. I'm gonna tell you what's in my benefit. If I love you, I'm gonna tell you what's in your benefit. And repeating the mistakes niggas like us made, the niggas before us and the niggas before them made, it not in your benefit.
Yeah, I mean, through trial and error, for sure. But then again, I look at it like the gang gonna test you. You know what I mean? The gang, everything gonna test you if it's worthwhile.
Right.
And you gonna make decisions based on what you care about more. And without even being conscious that you're getting tested, you're gonna be getting tested. And so you're gonna have decisions to make. Should I, you know, continue this lifestyle, whether it's shopping, clothes, whatever your lifestyle is, or do I gotta sacrifice a little bit because I really care about this music? It really is important to me. So whatever I gotta do, I'm gonna do it, and that's gonna be them distinguishing decisions. You know what I'm saying? That
right.
Separate the ones that end up getting it from the ones that don't. And I be telling my people, like young niggas that ask me for advice and whatnot, like, you know, I had to take 2 steps back to take 10 forward. But them 2 back hurt. That's painful. That moment right there is gonna be a defining moment. You know what I mean? Where you used to getting treated a certain way, you used to getting received a certain way, and then you step back because of your sacrifice.
Right.
In my case, it was like I stopped hustling. I stopped, you know, making money every day. When you make money every day, it's a different spirit you carry. It's a different way you get treated. It's a different vibe. It's a different charisma you carry. It's a different, like, you know, you get money every day, you spend money every day. You making it every day. So you just you got a certain glow about yourself. And people respond to that, you know what I mean?
Right.
And then to sit in the studio every day, let alone invest in your equipment, but then sit there for years, you damn near forget you was the man. You damn near forget how people react to you. It ain't nothing but a little bit of brush up you gotta do, but you almost forget, you know what I'm saying? It affects everything, your confidence, how you look at yourself, but that's the test. The most effective thing I can say in a short way of saying it is probably just like, you know, be ready for a good fight, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas, you don't come to fight Tyson thinking it's about to be easy. You about to get in here, you know what I'm saying, take this title from old boy.
I'm up in a 2-piece.
Yeah, we good to go. You nigga,
and give me the belt, right.
You better be ready to get your jaw broke. You better be ready to get a low blow, get your ear bit. No disrespect to Tyson. You know what I'm saying?
It be some ear bite.
Yeah, it's savage. And the reason I compare it to a fight, because think how many people want these spots. You know what I'm saying? How many spots is it in rap music, for real, at one time? How many slots on the radio is it? You want a top 10 record? How much room is it for to be? It ain't that many slots. So you gonna have to be willing to really fight hard, you know what I mean? And really be one of them guys, you know what I'm saying? Cause
it's a lot come with this.
100%. Cause if you don't love it, you gonna quit.
Every time.
You gonna hang the towel up, for sure. And if you ain't willing to die and lose everything for it, you're not gonna make it. And you're probably not gonna die. You know what I'm saying? But you gonna pass out before you die, okay? Yeah, you gonna have to be comfortable with dying for this shit. Yeah. Just like gangbanging.
Yeah.
You can't be a real banger if you ain't willing to die and do life. You're not gonna be able to function under this situation. Not to say that's what you want, but you're gonna have to accept that's a part of this life. When you growing up and when you trying to establish yourself, and I seen people in my circle and just my peers take their eye off what they was doing and get focused on what the next person was doing and step outside their character and end up getting spanked for it. You know what I mean? Instead of sticking to what they do. Everybody ain't a hustler, everybody ain't a robber, but everybody got their own niche. And what I observed is that you get so caught up in what you see the next person with, you start competing, and then you step outside of your niche and your character and your comfort zone. So I equate that to music. You know, you got niggas that, you got people that got big hit records and, you know, signed to big artists, and they got there quick. And, you know, that's to each his own. That wasn't my path. My path was to take the stairs, you know what I mean, flip my sack in the mixtape game over and over and over, and then establish myself to the level I've been established to where I could drop my first album through my company as a partnership with Atlantic. But at the same time, you know, it's a lot going on around you that'll take you off of your plan. That was always my original plan.
Who inspires you?
Man, you know, my big brother was my biggest inspiration. I grew up under a hustler, a real, Black Sam. Y'all know about it? That's right. Yeah, so I ain't really had no choice. I used to want to go play, And my brother would make me, you know, stay down and keep grinding as a kid, whether it was cutting grass or, you know what I mean, mowing lawn, watering grass, whatever we was doing, raking leaves, whatever as young kids.
Hustling.
Yeah, and he was also somebody that always was saving money. He always understood saving early. When I was trying to spend mine on CDs in the Source magazine, he saved $1,000 when I was like 7. I thought that was incredible. You know, he was like 9 or 10 and had a stack. I thought he was rich because he had a G. So yeah, my big brother. And then all the examples of people that took the game and flipped it, like Master P, Jay Prince, you know, Birdman and Slim, Jay-Z, Dame Dash, Biggs, Irv Gotti. Everybody that, you know what I'm saying, just took the game and flipped it. Yeah, that too. I'm inspired by myself and my team as well. Yeah, but everybody that took something and flipped it and made it work
For sure.
more than what they started with.
If an up-and-coming artist says, give me some advice.
My advice would be define who you are and what you are and be clear on that, meditate on that, and then live and die by it.
You have kids now, but
Yeah.
when you look back on the stuff that you, quote-unquote, shouldn't have done, or the trouble you got into, would you have changed that?
There's things I would change, and the things I would change is the things that affected other people in a negative way. I don't feel like it's worth it. You know what I mean? To hurt people or to like your actions to be so driven by ambition that they rub other people the wrong way. I would change those things. Anything else, nah, that's the testimony.
That's you.
That's what gave me my understanding, was that I can reflect in them moments of being confused.
Rick Ross wanted me to ask you a question.
Okay.
He looks at you and says, you are West Coast. You are the next generation of Crenshaw. You're giving back. His question is, what's the sense of responsibility to that?
Right. You can't break the rules, the fundamental rules. Be a man of your word. Do what you say you're gonna do. Respect people the way you would like to be respected. You know, my reach was the people that knew me. So when you really think about it, who put me on? Those people.
Yeah.
You know, and they spent $5 with me. My sales pitch used to be, you know, if it's garbage, throw it out the window, bro. I know your lifestyle.
Yeah.
Cause it's my lifestyle. I'm speaking to your lifestyle. It's very concise what the content of this record is. But if it's garbage, toss it out the window. I just want $5. And people supported me when they didn't have a reason to, just based on, you know what, you a young person trying, and I'ma support the ambition.
So, you know what I mean?
I'm saying y'all got y'all whole metrics wrong. You know what I mean? Like, you know, where I come from, like you said, you know, I ain't on drugs, I ain't dead, I ain't, you know what I mean, doing 100 years. I'm overachieving. Period.
Yeah.
Don't get it confused. Don't judge me on rap standards. Don't put me on rapper time, because you know my life ain't just a rapper life, and my history, my background ain't a rapper background. So you gotta judge me as a man in the ground I cover. You know what I'm saying? So for you to have this opinion on who to like what's what, like, you know, you gotta validate yourself. I think even outside of like business and branding, even in music, when you get an album that's all over the place, you be like, you know what I'm saying? But then you get them albums that's really focused and that's really, you know, a place, it's a world, or just really an idea that they really zoomed all the way in on. So I think brands also get more powerful the more focused they are. It's like In and out sell hamburgers. You know what I mean? They got a line around the corner.
Yeah.
Every day, they don't got no salads on the menu. They sell hamburgers, fries, and shakes. They known for that. They keep that at a high level. So I feel like, you know, you got powerful brands that's really focused on just doing specific things better than everybody else.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you get clientele more than transactions. You build clientele, and that's a lifetime. If you live by what your values are, your brand values, you get a client that over the course of your whole spending career, they didn't spend with you and supported you. And they end up being worth more than 1,000 one-time customers. You had fads, you had moments that really hit big.
Yeah.
And they got one-time customers. They can't repeat that over and over and over. They got a moment where they did it right. But then if that's the case, they'll do the numbers every time they drop.
Yeah.
You know, other brands, not even artists, other brands, you know, just being consistent with what they build, because they super serve who follow them, and they over deliver to the ones that's with them, and so it's a consistent clientele they build. You know what I mean? So I just think, you know what I mean, it's different strokes for different folks though, and everybody approach gonna be different. But
what's a business move that you've had that you're like, maybe I shouldn't have either jumped too soon or too late on it?
You've been blessed, honestly. You've been doing all right, man. Knock on wood.
Yeah.
You know,
well, because I know Jordan, I think it's a Jordan quote, and I'm a Kobe fan, but still, it's a Jordan quote, like, I'm the best because I've lost so much.
Yeah. I mean, just, you know, I fucked up my sacks early when I was you know what I mean? I learned how to bring it all back when I was a little younger. So I think that if I don't live by my rules, I know why I failed or why I didn't work. If I live by the rules, though, that I learned in the game that I got, that shit works. It's consistent.
Yeah.
It's just about being disciplined and sticking to the script throughout the whole time. The rules work. You know, you apply the rules, that shit work.
Yeah. It's a formula.
For sure. Whoever you surround yourself with, you around 10 broke niggas, you gonna be the 11th one. You around people that have high standards for themselves or high integrity, got high standards for their friends, for their people. You know, that's gonna rub off, and you gonna have that type of energy around you. So if you with somebody and they somebody that's high energy or a powerful person, you know, that's motivation for you to stay on top of your game. Because, you know, somebody probably gonna call you out or it's gonna be lopsided. You know what I mean? And so, you know, I know my girl work. My girl bring home a check. You know what I mean? So it's like, what I look like falling off. You know what I mean? Not that I would feel like it's cool to fall off if I didn't, but it's just like, you got a little bit more of a daily reminder. You
it's
know
like
what I mean?
steel sharpens steel.
100%. That's the simple way to say it.
Yeah.
You gotta do anything you do with love, or you shouldn't do it, or it's gonna come across like it ain't. If you cook some food and there ain't no love in it, it's not gonna taste the same. If you covering a culture and you don't got love for that culture, you're not native to that culture, and you don't have the understanding of what you know the qualities and the values of that culture is. You don't got no right having an opinion about it.
Thank you, Nip. Thank you for talking to me.
Thank you. You already know
I'm
it's
glad
love.
I didn't cry too much.
You did good. Don't trip.